Chicago Cubs News Today.
Chicago fans, this Cubs news might have a bigger impact than it seems. You all know how we live and breathe baseball here in Wrigleyville, always hoping the next season will be the one. When Craig Counsell steps into the dugout on opening day of 2026, he'll be entering his third year leading the team. You remember the hope and excitement from the 92 wins in 2025, right? But you also remember the bitter frustration that came right after. Now imagine Counsell, a cold, calculated strategist looking for inspiration in the fire and insane intensity of Joe Mazzulla of the Boston Celtics. That's a mental shift you really need to pay attention to. I'll be honest with you, walking through the bars here in Wrigleyville and talking to people who live and breathe this team every day, the mood is anxiety mixed with that classic distrust when it comes to Jed Hoyer. We all know how our front office operates, always watching the spreadsheets and controlling every penny. But I'm tired of seeing this team fall just short when it really matters. Watching Kyle Tucker go to the Los Angeles Dodgers in free agency drove me crazy, I won't lie to you. It hurts as a fan to see rival money outweigh our jersey and our tradition. If you're a real fan who sticks with the Cubs through the good and the bad, go ahead and drop a like. Then I read what Counsell said this week. He borrowed a line from Mazzulla. I go to sleep as a question mark and wake up as probable. I think that's brilliant. No more complacent players. We need that insane mentality in the clubhouse. We won 92 games last year, our best performance since 2018, but that elimination in the NLDS showed we lacked that killer instinct in big moments. I expect this team to attack 2026 with a chip on its shoulder every single day. I don't just want to hear about exit velocity or launch angle. I want a championship mindset and the certainty that no one has a guaranteed spot on this roster. And when the focus shifts to what the front office actually did to reload, the moves start to make sense on paper. The Chicago Cubs changed the market dynamic by signing third baseman Alex Bregman. He comes off an all-star level season with the Boston Red Sox and brings not just an elite bat, but elite plate discipline that will completely change protection in the middle of the lineup. He's the kind of veteran who's used to October pressure, the kind this franchise desperately needed. On top of that, the pitching staff went through critical adjustments. The surprising return of Shota Imanaga keeps a left-handed arm with elite command and precision at the top of the rotation. To add raw power, the team acquired Edward Cabrera in a trade with the Miami Marlins, betting on pure stuff and velocity. Add to that the experience of Matthew Boyd and the long-awaited development of top prospect Cade Horton. The pitching department, always focused on optimizing pitch design, now has a much more versatile arsenal. They know that to survive a 162-game grind and make a real playoff run, a deep and reliable rotation is absolutely non-negotiable. The big question for you now is this: will all this math and this new mentality actually translate into our flag flying high at the end of the season? Do you think Counsell can really bring Mazzulla's sense of urgency into a clubhouse full of new pieces? The risk is massive for this championship window. If this philosophy doesn't click in the first few months, the pressure on the north side of Chicago will be unbearable. Do you trust Bregman and this new rotation enough to get us past the trauma of that last NLDS? Drop your honest opinion in the comments, because I want to know exactly what the bleachers are feeling about 2026.